Islam, a Moorish American nation. Islam, Sheikh, and Wayne Bay. Islam. It is, I guess, it is February the 2nd, no, 1st, 2022. And this is the time. I'm on break at Burger King. I'm running Arrington-Bey. This is, hold on, let me show you the time. You can see, but it might not be easy for you to see. It's so difficult to see. Let's see. Oh, there it is. A little bit. And you might can see the date too. Let's see if I bring it down a little bit. Oh, there it is. So you have to use angles. You have to use different angles. Science, I tell you, angles. Right? Obtuse, acute angles. The educated. Anyway, the day has been odd. As I was coming to earn money today, because I was hearing a lot of noise around extended stay. This is so odd today. First of all, I want to say I did pretty good. I'm on break, so I get off at 4. My schedule's from 10 to 4, so it's right now. So I clocked out at 12:29. My time is showing 12:58. So, and I think that's what you saw right now. So I have a few moments left. So a little while left, maybe about 20 minutes. I was hearing a lot of noise around extended stay today, like a lot of times. I was off Sunday and Monday, and so I was resting, and a lot of noise, people walking back and forth, a lot of times, not just today, but just these 2 days, sometimes walking back and forth behind the door of our room. Sometimes it's the maid, and she says housekeeping, and then I might hear feedback in the room. It's so odd because she'll say housekeeping at Extended Stay America, and I'm still at the same room, and all of a sudden I hear feedback. It's so odd. She actually knocked on the door yesterday. Usually we clean our room. We haven't cleaned our room for a very, very long time now. But yesterday she actually knocked on the door. And she looks new. I think she's a new person, and she opened the door, and I was like, I don't need any no service. And she said, you were scheduled to have your room cleaned. I said, no, I don't need any service. So was it yesterday or let me see, the day is Saturday. No, that was Saturday. I think it was Saturday. So what day? No, it was yesterday, because yesterday was Monday. It was yesterday. So yesterday would have been January 31st, 2022. So as I was walking out of extended stay, I noticed some Hispanics were, you know how when you drive and you deliberately look at someone and you deliberately try to engage through looks, so they look Hispanic, that Mongoloid look. I must say Mongoloid. That means as Moorish Americans, and I remember we took a study on what Mongoloids. They have a feature about them. Okay, so I kept trying to describe a look, because you have different features according to different ethnicities. So I remember they use the word Mongoloid, so I'm using the Mongoloid. And so as I was walking, I said, they were looking at me. I was like, the Mongoloid street. And I said, now pay attention. I said, Mongoloid street. This is within myself. They don't know they're driving, okay? Unless they had the telepathic code, they wouldn't be able to hear me. And then I said, and then this black male, as he was driving by, he looked at me, and it sounded like someone said brother or I love you or something. I'm not sure. And I said F-A-G-G-O-T, okay? F-A-G-G-O-T. Now, I use that, I have said that before, but it's only not because of someone being a homosexual. It's because of just saying it out of just reasons of lack of dignity, lack of morality, lack of lawfulness, lack of decency. a male, in that form. Not because they choose to be a homosexual or they feel they were born a homosexual. I don't think that has anything to do with it, even though it has been applied to those that are homosexuals. So anyway, I continued to walk to earn money at Burger King, and when I walked in, this black male, he's a regular. I clocked in about at 10:01. He said, "I keep seeing you walk. I see you walking around Annapolis. I see you walking." And I was like, "Oh, you do?" And I walked away. And I said, I hear a lot of Annapolis, and I did say, I think I hear a lot of Annapolis say this. And I found it odd because even when I came into extended stay last week, this pale-skinned guy was at the front desk talking to the representative, and the pale-skinned male at the desk he even said, "I see you walking." So once again, what I'm demonstrating is how I spoke about people saying Burger King as I'm walking to earn money to go, and I'm not accusing Burger King, of course, or saying brother and so forth. And we don't know anyone personally here in Annapolis, Islam. So we don't know anyone in Monterey Bay, and I run the Arrington-Bey as Moorish Americans. We don't know anyone personally here in Annapolis. No one here at Burger King can say that we have invited them to our home, that we earn money with, that we said let's go out and hang out. No, we earn money and we continue because we are a part of an empire, a jurisdiction, and this is what we choose to do. And in the jurisdiction that we are under, it is natural laws. I'm not saying they're not. I'm just saying I don't know because I never had a conversation with anyone. But we have affirmed to uphold the U.S.A. Constitution of 1787, the 13th Amendment with 20 sections. And 20 sections, okay? That's true naturalization. Because in 20 sections, there's Section 19. Section 19 says all men are free. So if you've been naturalized lawfully, that means an agency, a bank, a corporation did not naturalize you, then you're going to be naturalized under laws of freedom. Islam, not the 13th Amendment with 2 sections that was never ratified lawfully. Okay. Also we affirm to uphold all 4 of Abraham Lincoln's proclamations. So many foreigners, they come over here, they speak of naturalization. When I say foreigners, those that are not born here, or even those that are born here. If you're African American, Black, Negro, according to constitutional laws, we learned that those are not nationalities. You have to claim a nationality in order to be a part of the constitutional fold. So many foreigners from Mexico, the continent of Africa, the continent of South America, different countries, and other places. They could be from India, China, Japan, Europe, and so they claim to be naturalized. But if you ask them, were they naturalized under the 13th Amendment with 20 sections, which was lawfully ratified November the 18th, 1865, too many of them have no idea what you're talking about. So that lets me know there's some type of corruption going on in naturalization. Islam. So moving forward with that, because ratification is lawful. Article 5 of the Constitution demonstrates the proper procedure of amendments being ratified. Islam. So that's why it states on the 13th Amendment with 20 sections, November the 18th, 1865, it was lawfully ratified. It doesn't. The 13th Amendment with 2 sections was not. Neither was the 14th Amendment or the 15th Amendment. Islam. So I found it odd because as soon as I walk on the front line, he said, he was like, "I see you walking." And I was like, yeah, because those 2 people I just said, the pale skin at extended stay, and him is not the only one. I've heard this before, but I try to just smile and keep going because I've given testimony of our behaviors. So, I speak about how I like talking to myself, and sometimes I do things deliberately, okay? Because once again, we don't know anyone personally here. As Moorish Americans, what we choose to to do in our religion and our belief system, so forth, is between us as Moorish Americans, Islam. But if you're trying to invade, rape, molest, and so forth, in reference to different manners of illegality, unlawfulness, then you can literally think that you are a part of somebody or being connected to someone, and they have no idea. It's like, where this person come from, So, who is this person? This person has been stalking you for years or watching you for years, saying how they love you, okay? And you have no form of communication, no proof of communication, no connection at all. Islam. So, as for me and Arrington-Bey, I demonstrate proof of communication not only with him but also with my Moorish American nation and family. It's very important. In reference to him and I, in reference to you and I, Islam. So then, as I continue, let me continue. This customer came in, and he ordered because I'm trying to, I don't know, I was trying to do my best today, so I checked it. So far I checked the ice. Let me go through my work habits. I said I was going to do this. I checked the ice. Phyllis said check the dining room, so I checked the ice. The ice was full, but I wiped off all the counters. I refilled the lids. And so when I came in, it was sort of slow. What else did I do? I refilled the napkins, and then afterwards, I sanitized the doorknob. I've been doing that as much as I can when I remember. The doorknob to the kitchen and the doorknob to the bathroom, but today I only did so far the doorknobs to the kitchen. I use peroxide and sanitize. No one tells me, but I've told them I do it. I try my best to do it, just to make sure it stays sanitized. And the refrigerator was already done. I just kept the front counters, sanitized. Let's see what else. That's pretty much it. Tuck orders, suggestive sold, and didn't have to expedite. Phyllis is expediting. So I thought I was getting on her that she was being irritated with me because like whatever I would say or do, she was snapping at me at first. But then as time went on, got busy, it seemed like she stopped. So I was like, okay. I just kept saying thank you for communication. Thank you for communicating. So because I don't want to get her upset, and she tells me to get off the clock or something like that. Then this regular customer came in, and he ordered a big fish with cheese only, and then a medium fry, and I said okay. He's a regular black male customer, and then after the transaction was done, he changed it and said he wanted a 2 for $6 deal. So I'm trying to remember how the sequence of event happened. So the 2 for $6 deal, and Phyllis voided that ticket, and I re-ring him up for the 2 for $6, and with cheese only on the big fish with a medium fry. Phyllis took the void. I don't know why she took it. I didn't sign it, but she took the void. I didn't sign the void. She just took it, and I don't know what she did with it. Then a black female customer, she said she was from Nevada or something. I'm not sure, but I was taking an order, and another black male came in soon after that. This is like within 10 minutes approximately, saying that he was going to blow somebody's head off. Literally loud, and at first no one seemed to say anything. I was taking the order. I mean, he said at the front desk, he said, "I'm gonna blow somebody's head off." Loud. And I said, I just, I kept taking the seat. I mean, I was like, okay, now Mindy, Phyllis is there. Nobody say anything. Carl is in the office. So then he walked away, and when Carl came out, I said, did anybody hear what this person just said? What the customer just said about blowing somebody's head off? And Phyllis asked me, did he say he was gonna blow your head off? He was angry. He said, I'm gonna blow somebody's head off. And I told Carl, when he walked out, I said, Carl, a customer just said he's gonna blow somebody's head off. Then they started communicating about it. I don't know exactly what they said about him. I think I might have seen him here before, but he's not a regular where that comes in like every afternoon, and I would see and I would notice. But I definitely think I've seen him here possibly, but not a regular. Like some regulars that come in, I would know. It's like, okay, unless he might come in before I come into work. I'm not sure, but so I thought it was odd. Once again, so I started off walking, because a lot of times I talk to myself. I say my prayers to myself. Sometimes I rant. I speak, and I speak my words out loud. A reference to unclean, unnatural spirits. As a spiritual woman, I do this, and I found, and so because I can, it's my right. I pray like that. I don't talk to anyone, and I don't address anyone. Islam, and when I'm walking, unless I have to. Islam. So especially when I'm walking back and forth, that's my right as a true American citizen, to be able to walk and live and think the way I choose, as long as I'm not infringing on anyone else's rights. Islam. And that's very important. Rights are connected to freedom, is connected to rights. So when you have so many people saying how they paid, and they keep saying that they paid, and they imply that they paid for someone, then that's the issue. That's because when you say it enough, you start believing it. That which keeps saying it, they might go to the next step when they think they feel like they paid to be your friend. They paid to have sex with you. They paid. They said, they said it. They get they getting downloads thinking that they can do this. So, and they see that this is not going to happen. They become violent. Islam, possibly. All right. So, I did say, I said, because I told him after the black male left, it was a black male that said, I'm gonna blow somebody's head off. I said, y'all just didn't say nothing. Like, y'all didn't say, like the time when that black male came in, when I first came to Annapolis working for Burger King. The black male came into Burger King. He went around the entire building singing how we gonna get this sold, and he had this army emblem on the back of his truck. I mean, nobody said nothing, but this time I made sure. I said, Carl, because Carl was here when the guy said it. He was in the office, and when he came on the front line, I told him, I said, a customer just said he gonna come in, he gonna blow somebody's head off. So anyway, let me go back on the clock. I think it's time. So I'm glad I did, but you don't know the state of mind of people. You really don't, especially when you have so many people you notice too many, I should say. One is too many saying how they paid for something. Paid like any giving testimony as a Moorish American, a natural being who have affirmed uphold laws of freedom, of people saying that they paid, and then they looking at you as though they paid for a human being. So it's important, because when you have mental illness, that's when you're dealing with mental illness, where a person feels that they have the right to invade your space. Okay, they're gonna force themselves on you and on your child, which that is an animal state of mind. That is literally an animal beast state of mind. Okay. So when you among those that have an animal beast state of mind, which I'm not just saying in Annapolis, it could be all over, then you have to be careful and be watchful of everything. So that's why I made sure I said something. When I said something, that's when the conversation came about. When I told Carl, and they started talking about it. So I don't know who the guy was. I don't know. Like I said, I think I've possibly seen him here, but not like a regular. Like I would be like, I know that guy, you know. I know what he eats. I know what he orders, you know. Islam.